Finally! Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin! Nere does not fail.
Arrêtez. Plus aucun innocent ne mourra aujourd'hui, Nere.
You care for the weak true soul. Most curious.
Je suis en mission sacrée pour l'absolu.
And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them. Thrym, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothe. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save him.
Vous n'oseriez pas. Je suis au service de l'absolu.
You are a traitor. Dwergar, this true soul has betrayed us. Let his blood prove your devotion.
No escape.
Enjoy this.
Victory.
Let my name be known.
Talk to me.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
Broken. And there's dust inside it.
This is pixie dust, used to illuminate a lamp, or left behind after a pixie's death.
Beldron! I was so worried! Did Nere hurt you?
No, I'm all right. Did the sergeant hurt you?
Oh, who cares? We're together now, thank Iron Hand.
We ought to thank someone a little closer by, I think. Gaedel Iron Hand you may not be, but you damn well fight like him. I'm grateful, don't mistake me, but why help us? You're one of them, aren't you?
De toute évidence, non?
You did just lift a mountain from our heads, so good enough for me, I reckon. Here. The Iron Hand gnomes honor their debts. With Walburn gone, that falls to me.
Make it quick. We need to find Walburn. Now!
You're a little late, Barkus, my lad. He's already been sent to Moonrise Towers. We were just slave hands to the cult, but not Walburn. He knows things. Things they want to know, too.
What has he gotten himself mixed up in now?
n'est pas le moment de faire des cachotteries. Que savait Wilbren au juste?
You'll call me mad, but fine. Walbrun's found the formula for rune powder.
What?
Aye. The explosive of Gaerdel Ironhand's own creation. Fistfuls, wiping out armies. All those old stories. Only Walbrun couldn't leave the stories be, so he went and bloody found it. A small supply, tucked away down here with a manuscript. He just made sense of the formula when the cult jumped us, so he burned the damn thing. If there's a single copy left, it's sitting in his head. Those absolutists pull it out and make rune powder, they could flatten the whole of the Sword Coast.
Si elle est aussi puissante que vous le dites, on ne peut pas la laisser entre les mains du culte.
I wouldn't trust them with a bloody butter knife. But it's a fight for another day. My people can barely stand, and we have business back in the city. That business is what sent us after the powder to begin with. Now, we'll have to make other arrangements.
And just like that, you'd leave Walbrun behind. I knew you lot were foolish, but I didn't know you were cruel.
If you knew half as much as you think, my lad, Walbrun might have kept you around.
Vous allez abandonner votre chef? Comme ça? C'est terrible.
It is. And if the pick swung the other way, I'd expect Walbrun to do the same. My people will find somewhere to regroup across the lake. Then, on to the city. If you find yourself in Baldur's Gate, seek us out. We'll raise a glass to Walbrun together.
Well, you did it.
Vous avez l'air surpris.
Nothing good happens in the Underdark. As you know, some of the Iron Hand gnomes, my friend Walbrun among them, have been taken prisoner in Moonrise Towers. They're not even going after him. I wish I were surprised. And so, to Moonrise Towers I go.
Chaque chose en son temps. Vous avez l'air épuisé. Vous feriez mieux de faire une halte à mon camp avant de repartir.
Certainly not. In case you haven't been paying attention, my friend has been taken captive. He needs me.
Dans ce cas, j'imagine que je vais devoir vous sauver la mise une troisième fois.
Ha! I was unlucky twice. The odds of it happening again are very slim. Then again, a small rest might be prudent. Give me time to think. Fine. Show me where to go, and I'll try my luck. I'll have a better chance of rescuing Walbrun if I'm at my best. And, thank you.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
J'ai trouvé la citadelle des tréfonds obscurs dont vous me parliez. C'est un lieu appelé Malforge.
Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find?
Des disciples de l'absolu et c'est à peu près tout.
Keep looking. If they're present, then it's likely there's a route to Moonrise somewhere. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it.
Je ne sais pas pourquoi, mais on dirait que vous vous sentez responsable de cette malédiction des ombres.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
I thank you for the invitation to your camp. It's, well appointed, not too crowded, perfect for thinking, and I've been doing just that.
À quel sujet?
It's about Wulbren. We know he's been taken to Moonrise Towers, and we know I'm going to save him. The problem is this: a preponderance of evidence that I am a terrible adventurer. I'm not sure I should trust Wulbren's fate to, well, me.
Moi aussi, je dois aller autour de Haute-Lune. Je peux en profiter pour chercher Wulbren si vous voulez.
You've done so much already. I'm hesitant to prevail upon you again. But I can't risk recapture. I barely escaped last time. You'd do it then. You'd look for him.
Oui.
That's very decent of you. Thank you. There's something else you should know. Something I can no longer ignore. I know you've learned about the gnome's pursuit of rune powder, but do you know what it truly is?
À part que c'est un puissant explosif, pas grand-chose.
Until very recently, I thought rune powder was a myth. A substance so powerful it could fell a city. A nation. The Iron Hand gnomes have proven the impossible. Rune powder is real, and they have it in their possession.
Et que compte-t-il en faire?
Destruction. The only thing it's good for. But destruction of what? Well, I'm hoping Wulbren will be able to tell us. I shouldn't have let him drift away. Shouldn't have let that lot get their claws into him. Now more than ever, I need to find him. We need to find him. He's the only one I might be able to speak to sensibly.
Dans ce cas, je vais retrouver votre ami, et ensemble nous arrêterons les gnomes de main de fer.
I'd kiss you, but neither of us deserve that. Thank you.
Come on, come on. What are you hiding? Can you summon the dead? Bring them back? Can you... can you shut up and let me read?
Je n'ai rien dit.
What? No, not you. I was just perusing this little finder. Will you shut up? Forgive me. This book reads you more than you read it.
Ça a l'air dangereux. Vous devriez peut-être cesser d'y toucher, non?
No. There's something in here. But the voices, the spirits in the book won't let me see it. I barely opened it when they started whispering from the shadows. Now, every time I open it, the voices surge back into my mind. I can't reason with them. They exist to protect that book.
Au pire, Gale pourrait vous en débarrasser.
No, he's not eating this one. It's too valuable. Someone went through a lot of trouble to protect this tome. It has to be something more than a book of cantrips. Still, I doubt this will help us with our parascience. Maybe it's better to put it aside for now.
Oui, mieux vaut se concentrer sur ce qui est le plus urgent.
Indeed. As long as the spirits remember their mission, the book is a lost cause. And I should rest. This has all been a lot.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued. The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily. I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking. There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
Que me vaut cet honneur?
Honestly, trust. I can't remember the last time I sought to confide in someone like this. Maybe I never have, for all I know. But now it just feels right. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
Vous en êtes bien sûr?
I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
Pas étonnant que vous soyez si dévoué envers Char. Vous avez l'impression de lui devoir la vie.
Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her. Which was often.
Vous deviez être importante à ses yeux, j'imagine.
Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission, after all. Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Pourquoi souffriez-vous tout à l'heure?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Pourquoi Char vous soumettrait-elle à une telle torture?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Puis-je faire quoi que ce soit pour vous aider?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Our work is bigger than any one of us, even Wolverine. Thanks again for offing that drow. Only made it here because of you. But I can't stop thinking about the rest of us. Stuck in Moonrise with a bunch of sadists. Poor bastards.
Half of what they're saying. No need for me to ask how you fared. Some of my kin have already made it here, safe and sound.
It's past time we were back in the city. But if you find yourself there, call on us. The Iron Hand gnomes are good friends to have.
Qu'allez-vous faire une fois rentré à la maison?
Like I say, we Iron Hands make good friends. But bad enemies too. Some folk are about to be reminded of that.
No longer. Our work is bigger than any one.
Peacebringer, be at home.
Je vous ai apporté la tête de Nere.
The drow sought to shatter our circle. Now his flesh may feed its growth. In dealing death, you have brought this circle life, and thus we name you Life Chanter. As our circle grows, so shall your song. Wherever you go, only listen, and you may hear it.